Hello students, welcome to your live class. Good morning to one and all. I don't know whether it is running or not. Okay, let me start. So, as you know that yesterday we have finished our third chapter part 1 and it was two stories from flying. So, that chapter was his first flight. Today I am going to narrate its second part, that is the black aeroplanes. In somewhere you will find the black aeroplane or black aeroplane, doesn't matter. Okay, so today I am going to continue the black aeroplane by Frederick Fawcett. Okay, so let's start. This story on London. While taking his flight, he dreams about the long holiday with his family, or you can say he was planning that how he will spend his holiday with his family. Okay, he also imagines about the English breakfast he would have with his family. Okay, means when he will reach to London, so he will enjoy his breakfast with his family. And English breakfast means everybody have their own cuisine. So same way this narrator also has. Okay. Now next point is, as he crosses Paris, so what happened? He gets a look of dark clouds. That was sign of the upcoming storm. And the right decision would have been to turn back to Paris for the sake of his safety and the safety of the, you can say, passenger also. But he is homesick. Okay, and full time he was thinking about his family, his vacation, breakfast, and every time he was imagining about his holiday. So what happened? He doesn't want to delay these all things on his holiday. Okay, so he risks his life and hit straight into the storm. As he entered, everything gets dark. He was unable to see anything. Means he was unable to see outside of his aeroplane. Okay, all his instruments stopped. Why? Because they became dead. Why? Because there wasn't any signal functioning and he lost control of the plane. Now his plane or his flight was not under his control. Sometimes it was tilting, sometimes it was jumping. Okay, when he lost all hope, suddenly he saw a black aeroplane whose pilot was giving him instruction to follow him. So what he saw a black aeroplane that was just flying next to him, or you can say in front of him. Again he noticed another problem. So again what problem he faced? That there was very less fuel in his last tank, or you can say second tank. But the black aeroplane pilot, full time, what he was doing, he was guiding him. And he was instructing him that just follow me. And as soon as, what happened? When they saw runway, or you can say the pilot saw the runway, so that black aeroplane and that black aeroplane pilots both disappeared from there. So when this pilot landed, so what he did, after landing, he went to the control room. Straight he went to the control room. He didn't notice about where he landed, how his passengers are, or how his plane is. Straight he went to the control room to inquire about the black aeroplane and its pilot. But the lady who was in the control room, what she did, she started laughing, and then she says that his was the only flight, or you can say aeroplane, in the sky. So he left from there, and he was in shock that who helped me and how I came out of that stormy weather or night. Okay, so this was the brief sketch of your this chapter. Clear now? Now next you see. Now I am going to explain line to line. So let's start the black aeroplane. The moon was coming up in the east. So here it means that the moon was rising towards the east side. Okay, behind me back of that pilot. Or you can say it was night time when the sky was totally clear and moon, stars all were rising upward in the east side. Okay, and stars were shining in the clear above me, and it means that it was a clear night, means there wasn't a single cloud in the sky. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Same thing it is. Clear night means wasn't a cloud, or totally clear night when stars were twinkling. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. And now here the pilot is saying that he was very much happy that his flight is very much smooth. He is flying, and he was flying in the sky and downward, whatever cities were there. So all country, men, women, children, all were in sound sleep. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France to England, and here he is saying that he was flying his old Dakota aeroplane. His plane name was DS-088. Okay, and he was flying from France to England. It means that he was going to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my planning that how he is going to spend his vacation with his family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. Then suddenly what he did, he looked in his watch, and it was 1:30. Okay. So it was morning time, not noon time. 1:30 means night time. That's why all people were sleeping in that city. I should call Paris control soon. Then suddenly he remembered that he should contact to the Paris control room. I thought, as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, and what he did, he was just thinking, and then from where he was looking tip of the aeroplane, because that was made of mirror. You can and transparent mirror, you can see outside also. Okay, I switched on the radio and said. Then what he did, he switched on his radio and said, Paris control Dakota DS-088 here. And now what he told, that his flight name is 088 Dakota, and here means that I want to contact to you. Can you hear me? And then he asked that whether you are listening me or not. I am on my way to England over, and then he informed that I am moving from Paris to England. Okay, and over means that whatever he wanted to say, that he is finished. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. So from the other side, this answer came. Means whoever was in Paris control room, so reply came, DS-088, I can hear you. That yeah, I can hear you. You out to turn 12° west now, DS-088 over. And then instruction came from there that what he has to do, he has to turn his plane 12° west side. Okay, and over. Over means he, whoever was there in control room, so they also gave instruction to him. I checked the map and the compass. Then what he did, he checked his map, then his compass. What is compass? So compass is an instrument with which we are looking direction. We are finding direction. So what happened? He checked his map, then his compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank, and then he attached his plane with his last, or you can say second fuel tank, because there is the first fuel tank was finished. Okay, and turned the Dakota 12-degree west towards England. And what he did, he turned his Dakota 12-degree west. Okay, because he was going to England. So England side, or you can say on the route of England, he turned. I will be in time for breakfast, I thought. Then again he started imagining about his family, his holiday, and he was thinking that on correct time he will reach in his home. A good big English breakfast, everything was going well. And again he was thinking that with my family today I will take my English breakfast. Means English breakfast means that my home breakfast. And everything was going well. So whatever he has planned, so according to his planning, everything was fine. Wait. It was an easy flight, and his flight was quite smooth and very easy. You can say there wasn't any obstacle. Okay. Now next para you see. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when he saw the clouds. Now this pilot, he is 150 kilometers far from Paris. So how many kilometers he has moved? So 150 kilometers. And when he moved 150 kilometers, or he came 150 kilometers far from Paris, so what he noticed? He noticed some clouds, storm clouds, and that was a stormy cloud. They were huge, and they were very much huge. In starting he was thinking that was a small cloud, but it was a very huge cloud. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. And that cloud was looking like a black mountain, huge mountain, okay, across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and he knew that he cannot fly more high, or you can say he cannot fly above the storm, or he cannot fly north or south side of that storm. And I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. And as you know that his last fuel tank was going on, so there wasn't more fuel that he can fly from. Suppose this cloud is there, so he cannot fly from here, or from north or from south direction. Okay, why? Because due to shortage of fuel. I want to go back to Paris. Now the correct decision it was that he should have to go back to Paris. Once he thought, but I wanted to get home, but he was homesick. He wanted to reach home earlier. I wanted that breakfast, and he wanted to do his breakfast with his family. I did take the risk. Then what he decided? He decided that he will take the risk. Means he will go through that storm. I thought and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. And then he thought, and what he did, he go ahead through that storm. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. And when he entered that black cloud, So everything became black and black. Now he was unable to see anything. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane, and outside everything was black. Only in his plane the light is there, so outside he was unable to see because everything was black. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air, and then what happened, his aeroplane started jumping and twisting. Means sometimes it was bending this side, that side, and jerking. Okay, wait. Sorry. Next you see, where it is. I looked at the compass. Then what he did, he saw in his compass. Earlier I told you that compass is an instrument to find out the direction. I couldn't believe. So he couldn't believe on his eyes. Why? Now I am on page number 38. The compass was turning round and round and round. And why he was not believing in his eyes? Because that compass was dead. It was just going on round and round and round. Means goal goal घूम रहा होता है. It was dead. And why it was doing this? Because it was useless. It was dead. It would not work. And now we know that this compass would not going to work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too, and whatever other instrument he has to find out the direction, that also went dead. I tried the radio. Then suddenly he remembered that okay, I'll try on radio. Where is control? Where is control? Can you hear me? Then what he did, he switched on his radio and he started contacting with the Paris control room. There was no answer. So he called so many times, but from that side there wasn't any answer. The radio was dead too. And why? Because radio was also dead. I was lost in the storm. Now he is saying he is little bit afraid. So he is saying I was totally lost in that storm. Okay. Then in the black clouds quite near me, then suddenly what he saw near him, and all everywhere there were only black clouds. I could see the pilots. Wait with you. I saw another aeroplane. So what he saw, so next to him, or you can say in front of him, he saw another black aeroplane. Here one difference is there. This aeroplane or name is DS0AA, but the other aeroplane name is the black aeroplane. Okay, so he saw another black aeroplane in front of him. It had no lights on its wings, but that aeroplane hadn't any light on its wings. But I could see it flying next to me through the storm. But then also he was able to see that aeroplane which was flying next to him in that storm. I could see the pilot face, and he is able to see that pilot face also turned towards me, and what he saw that pilot was looking towards him. I was very glad to see another person. Now he is very much happy, relaxed, that in such a stormy night he saw another flight, another aeroplane, another pilot. He lifted one hand and waved. Then what that black aeroplane pilot did, he lifted his hand and waved him that hello, I am here. Okay, follow me, he was saying, follow me, and again he was gesturing that just come back to me, means just follow me, follow me. He knows that I am lost, and he knew that he has lost and I have to help him. I thought he is trying to help him, and then this pilot started thinking that this black aeroplane pilot wanted to help me. Now next para you see, he turned his aeroplane slowly to the north. Then what he did, slowly he turned his aeroplane towards north direction. in front of my Dakota, and while he was turning slowly so that this pilot could easily follow him. Okay, so that it would be easier for me to follow him, so that it would be easier for him to follow that black aeroplane. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child, and he was quite very much happy, satisfied to follow that black aeroplane just like an obedient child. When children are quite very much small, so easily you can convince them. Whatever you will give instructions, so easily they are following you. Okay. After half an hour, the strange plane, black plane, aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. And up to half an hour, he was just following that black aeroplane just like an obedient child. Means he was flying and he was following him. Now, there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last. And now another problem came. And what was this problem? That there was very less fuel left in his old DS-088 Dakota plane. Last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. And only this much fuel was left with which he can fly for only 5 to 10 minutes. I was starting to feel frightened again. And then this pilot, again he started flying. Why? Because now what he will do, how he will fly, how he will save his life and his passenger's life, because there wasn't much fuel. But then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. Then suddenly he noticed that that black aeroplane is going downward, and again he started following him. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. And then what happened? Suddenly what he noticed, that he came out of that cloud and in front of him he saw two long rows of lights. It means that was a runway. It was a runway. Runway means, so you must have seen runway. On runway there is two rows of lights which is continuously burning. Why this glowing? Just to indicate the pilots that this is runway, here only you have to land. And airport, and it was a airport. I was safe. Now he is thinking that I am safe, my passengers are safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane. Then suddenly what he did? He turned back side to see where is that black aeroplane pilot. But the sky was empty, but there wasn't any flight. There was nothing there, and that sky was clear, there wasn't anything. The black aeroplane was gone, and that black aeroplane disappeared. I could see it anywhere, and he was unable to see it anywhere. Why? Because that aeroplane wasn't there. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. Then what happened when he landed? So after landing, what he did? The pilot, he didn't notice where he had landed, and he was not noticing about his flight, about his passengers, or you can say he didn't attended his plane. But what he did, suddenly he went straight towards the control room. I went and asked a woman in the control center, and straight he went, and there was a young lady. So with her, he asked where I was and who the other pilot was. So what he asked, that where I was means where was my plane and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you, and while he was inquiring about that pilot, because he wanted to say thank you to that pilot, she looked at me very strangely. Then that woman looked towards this pilot suspiciously, okay, and then laughed, and then again she started laughing. Another aeroplane? And then she inquired that another aeroplane you saw up there in this storm and up there in this stormy night? No, other aeroplanes were flying tonight. So she informed that today there wasn't any flight or there wasn't any aeroplane take off. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. Only and only your flight was there in that stormy night, which she could easily see on that radar. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio? Now what happened? He started thinking. He started thinking that who helped me to arrive safely or to land safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tank. And he was also very much amazed that I haven't any fuel, I haven't any compass, radio and enough fuel. Then who helped me to land safely here? Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane? And he was just thinking, imagining about that black aeroplane and his pilot flying in the storm without lights. And he was thinking that he was flying so smoothly without lights, without any obstacle. So who he was? Then after all, he thought or he imagined that these all things were his hallucination. Hallucination means abhasana. So he was very much eager to go to his house to reach London. He was very much anxious. So that's why it was his inner conscience, or you can say inner will, which helped him to cross that stormy night. So students, this is the end of this chapter. One more thing is there that yesterday I told you to send this question and answer of a tiger in the zoo, but actually my mobile is disturbed, so that is in service center. So today if I receive, so definitely I'll send its question answer, this one plus his first flight as well as the black aeroplane. Okay, now let's start. As earlier I told you that after line to line explanation in English, I am going to explain it in Hindi in short. So today I am going to explain about the black aeroplane. Okay. So ये जो स्टोरी है ये द ब्लैक एरोप्लेन, किसी बुक में आपको सिर्फ ब्लैक एरोप्लेन होगा या फिर द ब्लैक एरोप्लेन होगा, तो बोथ आर करेक्ट. ओके. सो इसमें स्टोरी मेनली एक पायलट की है. वो पायलट कहाँ से उड़ान भरता है? पेरिस से, और जा कहाँ रहा होता है? इंग्लैंड. और वो पूरे टाइम जब वो पेरिस से उड़ान भरता है तो पूरे टाइम उसके दिमाग में एक ही चीज़ चल रही होती है कि उसे जल्द से जल्द कहाँ पहुँचना है? इंग्लैंड पहुँचना है. उसे अपनी फैमिली के साथ वेकेशन स्पेंड करना है. उसे अपनी फैमिली के साथ क्या करना है? ब्रेकफास्ट करना है. सो ये सारी प्लानिंग वो अपने दिमाग में कर रहा होता है. और रात के 1:30 बज रहे होते हैं, यानी कि रात का टाइम होता है. तो उसकी जो फ्लाइट होती है, जब वो आसमान से उड़ रहा होता है तो नीचे बहुत लाइट्स जल रही होती हैं और सब लोग गहरी नींद में सो रहे थे. और उसने जैसा प्लान किया था वैसा ही सब कुछ उसके साथ हो रहा होता है. यानी कि वो उसकी जो फ्लाइट होती है वो एकदम स्मूथ होती है और सब कुछ उसके साथ अच्छा हो रहा होता है. और अब वो 150 किलोमीटर पेरिस से कहाँ आ चुका होता है? दूर आ चुका होता है. तभी अचानक से उसे बादलों का झुंड दिखाई देता है. अब उसे पता होता है कि मेरे टैंक, यानी कि अब वो सेकंड फ्यूल वाले टैंक को अपने फ्लाइट से अटैच कर चुका होता है, तो उसके पास ज़्यादा फ्यूल नहीं होता है. अब उसे पता होता है कि वो बादलों के ऊपर से उड़ान नहीं भर सकता है, क्योंकि उतनी उड़ान भरने के लिए उसके पास फ्यूल नहीं है. दूसरा, ना तो वो नॉर्थ साइड से और ना ही साउथ साइड से घूम कर जा सकता है ड्यू टू शॉर्टेज ऑफ फ्यूल. तो वो सीधे एंटर कर जाता है उस तूफानी बादलों में. और जैसे ही वो एंटर करता है, प्रवेश करता है, तो क्या होता है? कि सब कुछ ब्लैक ब्लैक हो जाता है, यानी कि वो बाहर देखने में असमर्थ होता है। क्यों? क्योंकि बाहर सब कुछ काला काला उसे दिखाई दे रहा होता है। अब वो सोचता है कि मैं पेरिस कंट्रोल रूम को कांटेक्ट करूँ, तो वो अपना कंपास देखता है तो कंपास की सुई गोल गोल घूम रही होती है। उसके बाद वो बाकी के इंस्ट्रूमेंट चेक करता है तो उसके सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स डेड हो जाते हैं। अब वो पेरिस कंट्रोल रूम को कांटेक्ट करने की कोशिश करता है, रेडियो स्विच ऑन करता है तो वो भी डेड हो जाता है। अब उसका प्लेन के ऊपर से कंट्रोल होने लगता है और कभी उसका प्लेन लेफ्ट में, कभी राइट में, कभी ऊपर नीचे जंप करता है। तभी अचानक से उसे क्या दिखाई देता है? उसके सामने एक ब्लैक कलर की एरोप्लेन दिखाई देती है, जिसके पायलट का फेस वो क्लियरली देख सकता था। और वो जो ब्लैक एरोप्लेन का पायलट होता है वो उसको हाथ से इशारा करके उसको बुलाता है, यानी कि मेरे पीछे आओ, मुझे फॉलो करो। अब उसके बाद क्या होता है कि एक बच्चे की तरह उसके पीछे पीछे सीधे फॉलो करने लगता है। और तभी उसके सामने एक दूसरा ऑब्स्टेकल आता है। दूसरा ऑब्स्टेकल क्या है? वो ये है कि उसके टैंक में, फ्यूल टैंक में सिर्फ इतना फ्यूल बचा होता है जिससे 5-10 मिनट वो और उड़ान कर सकता था। तभी वो नोटिस करता है, उसे डर सताने लगता है, लेकिन सडनली नोटिस करता है कि जो ब्लैक एरोप्लेन है वो धीरे धीरे नीचे की तरफ आ रहा है और वो भी उसको फॉलो करते करते नीचे आने लगता है। तभी वो दो लंबी लंबी कतार में क्या देखता है? लाइट्स देखता हूँ, और लाइट्स का इंडिकेशन ये है कि अब रनवे आ गया है। और उसे ये देख कर के बेहद खुशी मिलती है और वो प्लेन उसकी लैंड कर जाती है। जैसे प्लेन लैंड होती है तो वो पैसेंजर्स के बारे में या अपने प्लेन की तरफ ध्यान नहीं देता, बल्कि वो क्या करता है? सीधे दौड़ करके कंट्रोल रूम में जाता है। और क्यों जाता है? बस ये पता करने के लिए कि वो ब्लैक एरोप्लेन का पायलट कौन था जिसने मेरी मदद की। क्योंकि जब वो आसमान में देखता है तो वहाँ से वो ब्लैक एरोप्लेन गायब हो चुकी थी। तब वो लेडी मुस्कुराती है, हंसती और कहती है कि इतनी तूफानी रात में एक भी फ्लाइट ने टेक ऑफ नहीं किया, ठीक है, सिर्फ आप ही का फ्लाइट था जो कि क्या कर रहा था? तूफानी रात में उड़ रहा था और जो कि उसने राडार पे देखा था। अब ये वहाँ से आ जाता है, इसे बड़ा अफसोस होता है। क्यों? क्योंकि इसने उस ब्लैक एरोप्लेन के पायलट को थैंक्स नहीं बोला है। और तब अपने मन में सोचने लगता है कि वो कौन हो सकता है जिसने बिना लाइट्स के, बिना फ्यूल के इस अंधेरी तूफानी रात में मेरी हेल्प की। और वो यही चीज़ सोच सोच के परेशान हो रहा था और तब अपने आप से इमेजिन करता है कि शायद ये उसका हेलुसिनेशन था, यानी कि आभास था, और या फिर उसका विल पावर था जो कि वो अपनी फैमिली के पास पहुंचना चाहता था जल्द से जल्द, और उसके विल पावर ने उसको क्या किया है? उसको बचा लिया। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू राइट इट डाउन सम वर्ड मीनिंग। सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू कॉपी इट। So 4-5 minutes are left, so in that I will compass. Compass means instrument for telling direction. Instrument for telling direction, runway. Runway means a strip of hard ground, a strip of hard ground along on which aeroplane take off and land. Okay, next word is frighten. Frighten means terrified. Next word is follow. Follow means, or you can say follow, chase. Okay. Next word is obedient. obedient means one who one who obeys, one who obeys. Next one is glad. Glad means happy. Now some more word meanings there that I am going to write it down here. Next word is strangely. Strangely means in a strange manner. In a strange manner. Okay. So these all are the word meanings which I wrote. If you have more words, which meaning you want, so that you can write it to me. Okay. So let me build up this class here only, because today I taught you full one chapter. That chapter was quite not lengthy. It was very much short chapter and easy going chapter. So tomorrow we'll discuss its question and answer, plus from tomorrow onwards I am going to start grammar. So let me see tense or I think subject verb concord will start. Okay. So till then, have a nice day.